Just want to point out that was a receipt in there. That's weird because this was like glued on there. I don't know how they got that in there. What the hell?
Ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Hello there, I'm Dylan, aka the Wise Sith, and today we're going to be unboxing the fourth final figure I got from the antique store not too long ago. And without further ado, we're going to be unboxing Darth Vader himself. And then this figure is the one where he comes with a two-part helmet, which is pretty nice. Here's the front of it. There's Vader. Legacy Collection. Here's the barcode if you want to scan that for eBay, see how much it costs if you want to get one yourself. Here's the back, and this one comes with the droid parts. So I got the head of this droid. I guess it's U3PO. These are the figures you can get. The reason why I'm opening it is because, you know, this tape is horrible and it's leaving these like bad residue on here, so I might as well open it. There's the back. You got Darth Vader Legacy Collection. Hasbro, of course. Yeah, without further ado, let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside. I see the paper's loose in there, and that's interesting. Just want to point out that was a receipt in there. That's weird because this was like glued on there. I don't know how they got that in there. What the hell? I guess they undid it right here and slid it through here. I don't know, but if you're curious, when was the date on this? 2009. Damn, a long time ago. If you were curious to see how much the figures were back in the day, it looks like it was $7.49. That's cheap. Because nowadays figures are like what? $15 for a 3-inch figure, and then like $25 for the 6-inch kind, which is insane. That's good old relic from the past. Good old days. Anyways, let's continue on doing this. Alright. First of all, let's look at the lightsaber. It looks like it's got a saber hilt, correct, unlike the Luke Skywalker one before, which is they literally used Anakin or Darth Vader's hilt for some reason. Let's look at the mask and the helmet. There it is. Inside's not much, but at least they put detail on the side right there. If you're curious on that, and the detail there, just like the helmet itself. Inside, there's a little bit of detail in there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Here's the droid head, if you were curious on what it looks like. You know, just a little standard protocol droid head. Alright, let's look at Darth Vader himself. Alright. This is back in the day when they used this kind of like thin see-through cloth. I don't know if they still do it on the regular figures, like the 3-inch figures, but I know on the Black Series 6-inch they kind of updated the cloths where they're like not so cheap looking. But anyways, there's this chain. It's just a piece of like thread or some sort, woven. There's this chest plate. You got his shoulder armor. Of course, he can do that. Go up and down. His shoulders can. They can go all the way around. The elbow bends there. It also swivels. The hand swivels. That's about it on the hand. Same with this arm. The legs, it looks like they can bend and swivel. This part can go up and down about that far. The ankles look like they can bend all the way like that. They also swivel. But yeah, that's all the legs on the articulations and the arms. His abdomen doesn't look like it looks like it's fixed. His head, that's interesting. This part swivels away. Huh. His head does turn slightly. It's kind of hard. But if you want to look at the detail of his head, the sculpt, it's pretty nice. You get the scars and stuff on him. And then the detail in the mouth plate. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it. But yeah, we'll see what he looks like with his mask on. Of course, there's that. And of course, you got the back part that it always shows. And if I get this on, there it is. There's Darth Vader with his mask on. And then here he is holding his lightsaber, which his hand, of course, the grip part is open all the way, so I don't know what's up with that because he can't hold a saber. This one can, but he uses his right hand more than his left hand, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, this is not really a bad figure. It's kind of a little bit better than the Luke figure. When it comes time with the head detail, his face detail, I mean, with the painting and stuff. But yeah, not a bad figure. So anyways, I hope you liked this video, and be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more, and may the force be with you always.